The #1 pick starts on day one. Hey, it's the coach. This is the opening weekend of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Baker Mayfield. Your time is now. The Heisman Trophy winner gets the start on opening day. But his Browns are in for a stern test against the reigning AFC North champs, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back at halftime with a look at games in progress. But first, let's get you to the land. Standing by, it's our #1 picks. Brandon.
Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Their 36-year-old quarterback brings them out there. He'll be calling the shots in his 15th season now. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
And when you just sit and look at the raw numbers, you actually kick back and nod in appreciation about the career Ben Roethlisberger has had. Went over 50,000 passing yards last year, 8th all-time. But what he wants more than anything, one more run at the Super Bowl where he's won twice previously.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
The big reason this team led the league in offense, their offensive line. Monster strength. 3 Pro Bowlers last year in Alejandro Villanueva, David DeCastro, and Marquise Pouncey. Kept their quarterbacks upright to throw it downfield and carved a lot of holes for their runners.
Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Last year's #1 overall pick comes off the edge for this defense. Slowed a bit by injuries as a rookie. Still had 7 sacks in 11 games and showed pass rush ability that makes teams take notice because not only can he rush off the edge, he can kick inside in their nickel or sub packages and rush over the guards and create a little bit of havoc for quarterbacks trying to see upfield.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. A first NFL carry for the rookie from Georgia, Nick Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue, line it!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, when you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Now let's go.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Detroit! 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 Landed! Blue landed! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jonathan Bostic in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Charles Bostic has been bouncing around quite a bit, but he is a valuable piece wherever he is.
You nailed it, because when you're talking about valuable, wherever he goes, he ends up in the starting lineup and is a key component. A 14-game starter last season with the Colts.
And this now his 4th team in 5 years.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Third and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3-19. Gone.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield flushed out right. It's the first NFL touchdown pass for the Heisman winner, Baker Mayfield, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield. And look out, NFL defenses.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony, but boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball, different guys want attention, and then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker, but I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season, and if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in Week 1. So do not press that skip button. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all that optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the gun, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. All the way down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Screen play. Johnson. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in and making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
I know retirement ceremonies are rocky. Chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up on the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run with Chubb. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play fake. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Detroit! Detroit landing.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
Like 30.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.